Welcome to this video. This video is about learning HTMX. And now we'll be also learning a lot of different things like NodeJs and MySQL on the go also. So in this video, our goal is to create a project where basically it's project of authentication project where we will be creating a login page and sign up page, and also when we're going to track our user is logged in or not. So let's get started. For this video, we're gonna need these are basically prerequisites of this project. So let me show you what are the prerequisites for this video. You can go to Google and download those. First one is Node, that you have to install the Node. So okay, my internet is working. Let me just go to my So the prerequisite Node.js, we have a prerequisite of Node.js. You need to have Node.js first. So go to Node.js website and download the most suitable version for you. Okay, second one is this Xampp server. It basically where we're gonna have our MySQL thing run easily. So you can also go and download it. It will be a very easy installation for Windows. Now you can also install other operating systems. So do it. So and then next our dependencies will be more our VS Code. For Visual Studio Code, you need to have a VS Code, a code editor. You can go to the website and download it from there. Okay. For the next lesson, you can also have to have this documentation beside you for your help. HTMX documentation. These are the prerequisites. Now we can start. So to first start to create our project, let's just we'll create a new folder. Okay. So I already have a folder named YT, so I will create a here new folder called authentication YT and create. In this I will basically open my terminal and open the Visual Studio Code here. For Windows, you can just go to Visual Studio Code and click on open folder, or also you can right click and say click open in Visual Studio Code. There is also other ways to do in Windows in the same manner. Okay, and now we are inside our auth YT folder. So here we need to first have two folder structure. First is for client, second is for it should be outside server. Okay, server for the client side and for server side. For the client side, we just need first is our index.html. Okay, I write HTMX. Sorry, rename it to HTML. Okay, the server side will need something different. For that, let me show you how does we gonna do it. Okay, till when it's opening, let's just have some basic syntax written here. Okay, and server first, let's now also open the terminal of VS Studio Code. Okay, as you can see, I'm inside currently in the auth folder. Now let's get inside the client folder, and no, not client folder, it's a server folder. CD server. Okay, now here you first need to have something called npm in it. So you can check express JS. Also you can go for node JS. Okay, getting started, hello world. And here also you can go and you can see it's not getting this. Let me go to installation process. First you have to do is npm init. It basically says node package manager init. It creates, let me show you this. Go here and type npm init. It's in this on the server side. That's therefore okay. Package name, you can just skip this also if you want. entry index.js. Just right now leave this by clicking by entering it. Okay, now you can see we have a package.json a file here. Okay, next step is to install the express.js. So npm install express, that's the command, npm install express, and this step is almost similar for Windows also. There's nothing different for it. Npm install express, and express will be installed. Till then, let's go to HTMX documentation. Just cut this node.js right now, you don't need it. HTMX and HTMX and the docs. Okay, I think so. Okay, you can see here in the installation there is a via CDN method. You can always use a HTMX using a CDN method. So for CDN method, let's just copy. While CDN method is actually simple, this may not be considered for the production purpose. So this is not for the production purpose. So it's just for the development purpose. Okay, let's go to next.html and put it here, the last line of the script tag. The script tag in the body. So after that we can use our HTMX, and also we have done the configuration regarding express has been installed. So after this we need to get the page for login. So for that we can just use ChatGPT or another services. So let's just go to ChatGPT for that purpose. Okay, you can see that I have copy pasted the what of the output was given by the ChatGPT. I just given a prompt him to deliver a login page with some little CSS, a basic simple one. You can do same thing, it doesn't matter. So okay, so I have all the CSS here and the HTML here. So to see this page, you can go and install this extension called live server and use it. So it will be running, it's ready to be viewed. And when I click it, okay, you can see you have a very beautiful looking login page. So let's just now have a sign up page also and a home page also for that purpose. So let's just create a new page called sign up.html. Inside here you can just go to and ask ChatGPT to give a sign up page. So for that purpose, let's just start it for that. Okay, so let's just see that you can see that I have the sign up.html also. So I basically prompted the ChatGPT to give a basic simple sign up page with some basic styling. So let me just see this how it's looking. You can look at it with anchor tags, but we can do it in any way, but let me do it this way. No problem with this way also. Just say sign up page, and if already registered new user sign up here, new user sign up here. Okay, I can let's say sign up, new user sign up here, a question mark, then save it, and I can go back to documents, and you can see new user sign up here. When I click it, you can see we have sign up form. So we do have sign up and also login. Next is our home page. For this we'll just have some basic home page. We can also like go and just prompt ChatGPT to it. So I'll just write give me a basic home page is not page about fruits, like some fruits. something. So we're gonna create a page for fruits. Let's just wait and see what does it gives. Okay, we do have some page. Now let's just copy this code and we're gonna have create new home.html and paste it here. And for that purpose, in the sign up form, you can say that is this. For now, let me just click on button, then you can just redirect to this thing using that thing. href home page. This is all just for testing, don't worry about that thing. HTML and save it. Now we go to sign up page. We have home page option. When you click on home page, welcome to our fruits page. Wow, ChatGPT is doing great work now these days. So okay, I have same color in the back in every page. That's the greatness of ChatGPT. Okay, so let's just now go with the what we need to implement the logic. So for the logic part, let's just stop. For the logic part, let's get started. For logic part, first we need to user to put a username like okay, what John Doe, and say you give email abc@abcarjun@gmail.com. and say password something is equal to generated. So in the confirm password we do have something. Okay, and then you can click on sign up also. Don't update. Okay, so you can see that we are able to do it, but that purpose will be fulfilled when we're gonna use our MySQL. The first thing is to run the Xampp server. To run the Xampp server, you can do it multiple ways in Windows. You have the icon in the home, the desktop screen, and you can start from there also. You can also search in the start button. So Windows button. So let me open. You can see that I have started the Xampp, open Xampp. So now let's just go to say start all. You can similarly find the same type of setting in the Windows also, that there will be option to start or restart. And when you see green in all green in the MySQL database in Apache web server, you are good to go. So let's just wait till then. We just can go to our here, and when you can see that I have a package rotation and we do have package log rotation. First we need to create a index.js file inside it. Index.js. So inside index.js we're gonna write basic express code. So for the basic express code we can go here and go to the hello world. Okay, so we have a hello world program here. We can just copy it and paste it there. Okay, now const express app express port get hello world. So to run our server, we just gonna create a new, not new, I think it's npm start. It's not npm start, it's just you can set it npm start. Let's just go in node index.js. But you can see our example app is listing on port number 3000. So to open it, you can just type a localhost 3000 127.0.0 1 and 3000. Open that one. You can see we are receiving hello world from the server, and also that our Xampp server is running. All this four are running. So for due to grace of that thing, we can open our this PHP my admin, which you can see. Apache default. Welcome to Xampp for Linux 8.2.12 PHP my admin. In PHP my admin, I'm gonna create a new or I can just type app, or maybe new table here called users, or users, I can say, for more regarding the project. Users, I think it is visible to you, but still I can just zoom. Okay, you can see I've taken the table name, and we have first thing you need to have is user unique ID, user ID. Okay, from then you need to have username, just because we're taking it there, and also taking email, and then last we have the password. Okay, in one standard, and just user name, or you can just say user ID. Okay, so user ID is basically gonna be int, username should be varchar, email should be also varchar, and password will be also varchar. The length of user ID max is 3. Username could be 21, and email like 30. It's just values, you can put anything. 15. And for the user ID, I will give something called primary key. You can check it here. Primary. Okay. Okay. Primary means basically means you can't have a duplicate user IDs. In reality, also there is no duplicate IDs. Emails also are primary form. Primary key can be worked as primary, but for the better querying thing, user ID is okay. So let's just now go and click on save. So our table has been created in this manner. Now we need to insert some values. So for our first values, let's create our first user with name as matrix man, email as matrix man@gmail.com, password man matrix, and let's just write 1 2 3 4 and just go. And by doing this, we have created a new user called matrixman@gmail.com 1 2 3 4. So in the logic part for the our sign up, we should do the post request. So app.post, you can see it's already giving us beautiful extensions, predictions. You can install multiple extension for that. One most common one is the tab9. So let's just go post. Whenever this post, we have a sign up endpoint where we can create a new user. So for that, just you first try catch for the basic exception handling, catch error, and this. Okay, in the try one, there are multiple things we have to do. First, we need to connect our SQL database here. So let me just come with the connect SQL. We need this package called MySQL2. So let's just go and check out their repository in GitHub. We can find more information there. Till then, let's just cut out these things. We'll open it later on. Sign up page. Okay. There we can find there's a command called install save MySQL2. Let's just copy it and run in our, just stop our server now, paste, enter. Till then it's just installing. Let me show you what is the next thing we need to do. So for that purpose, you can see that first we need to require this MySQL2, and we will be using connection pools. So let's just copy this code and paste it here. Okay, now we are able to use the MySQL. So first we need to create a pool of connection. You can just use this code. So now we have a pool for our here. Our database name is app. Its name is app. Okay, and the table name is different. I'll just remove this thing for right now. User root localhost app. Then we don't have any password because our password is null in this case. Okay, and I think so. Let's just do a quick check by saying pool dot query select star from our users or users table or users table this thing. And let me check let me check again what's the name of the table. What was auth users, capital U, auth users. Okay, now capital U. Let's save it and we start our server first. Node.js, nothing goes wrong, and if nothing goes wrong we can check 127.0.0.1 3000. When someone hits it, it should so error. If there exists an error, if not, must use asynchronous way because these things take time. So first mistake that was. And for the, you can see I have to write node index.js a lot of time. For that purpose we can install nodemon keeps tracks of changes in your code and restart your server. Nodemon. I think so spelling is wrong, right? I think the spelling is right or wrong. Let's see if it's right or wrong. You can see, I mean, now you can just type nodemon index.js. It runs, it's okay. Okay, it's not runs. So you can go to packageization. You can see node1 is here. You can say start and say node on index.js, and then you can just put comma here, save. Now I say npm start, it will start the node1. So now let's just go to index.js. Now when we do hit it again, if we have error it should show. That is the thing. Errors are not problem. Nothing happening is problem. Yeah, you able to required it, created a pool. I'm showing you error just because this is way to improve. Okay, let's just go to documentation and see if there is anything we are missing. We created a pool connection limit. There's no such kind of error. You can always look on the internet. So I find this thing MySQL to promise you have to mention, and you have to also mention some of the other things like connection limit and the passwords. So I did 2-3 changes. First thing I add promise here. Second I mention connection limit and the password to be nothing. For the MySQL, for you to use a default password is nothing. So whenever now we are able to manage. So when anyone gives a request to localhost and the localhost port number 3000 get request, you get the hello world and also the hi. This means that it's working. And now we can also console log this result, the thing that come from the querying it. So let's just result I think it's t, save it. Or you can see node1 is working great here. And when I click on it, you can see we do have a lot of information here. The first information is the first element of the array is representing this thing. So I think we can see control C, Okay, you can see there's two information coming here, that's rows and fields. So let's just try to do the same thing here, const rows and fields. Maybe you can go get something rows and fields, fields, fields. Okay, now if I'm not wrong, if it's same thing, let me just paste here because resistant water. Okay, now when I gonna click here again, unable to connect, error, error, what, result is not defined. Okay, console logging results, we not need to console log results, it's rows that we gonna result. Basically destructuring console dot log fields. Now for for the right, let's just save, and now you can see not working and when you click on it, the world is also there, and you can see we have two separate arrays now. First one is rows and second one is the fields. Fields basically means the columns, and rows the data. So in this one we need, you can see now we are able to connect. So using that thing, we'll just try to sign up the user. To sign up the user, we'll just copy this thing, Control C, can just copy, Control C, Control V. Now this function also need to be a sync function to use. Right. So in here, we're not gonna use the select command. We're gonna use insert command, because whenever user signs in, it basically is inserted to the database. So insert into auth users value values or value. We'll check it out later. First one is we need to give username, also ID, but we'll see how to do the net ID, and these three, and we can just return the values, and we can just say first one is okay. So before running that, let me show you what does request and response have. Okay, so for that, let's just try to connect our backend to the front end. To connect back into the front end, we can use HTMX. So till now we don't use HTMX. Okay, so as you can see on the form, whenever the form is submitted, in the sign up form is submitted, a post request need to be generated to the server, to the endpoint of sign up. So for that we can use HTMX. So first, to use HTMX we need a CDN thing. So let's just copy CDN to here in the signup.html also. So just go here, paste it here, and we can use it. So for the triggering request, AJAX post, you can say AJAX post is equals to this. Now we need to mention the our path. So you can always go and check documentation. You want just cancel this one. HTMX documentation. Okay. To solve the issue that respondent body was not returning anything, you must need to have that chorus thing. So npm install chorus and require that chorus, and then you can say app.use chorus. And for the you need to use express.json and express.url encoded extended true. So as you can see, make this change in the code, and then you will have your respondent body have some return something. Okay. So we were at the building the coding the sign up logic at the server side. So basically, what was uh, going was that I created this endpoint called app.post sign up, which is gonna have a try catch block, and inside the try catch block, first you can also check whether request.body.email is having any response or not, and then you have to write a query. Like you have to use asynchronous JavaScript. So you await pull.query, insert into authorized user values. I'm using prepared statements, like you put question marks and then you put an array of the value that you wanna then pass to this thing, and it will insert the into the database. So after that, I have to complete the request response cycle. Then catch block is also completed. This will do what? It will register our user. So you can see that in the sign up page, if I say let's say name as Max and email as max@gmail.com and password to be 23 and submit. You can see we have some logic going on. Okay, so this basically is sending a response as we are using a HTMX. So let's just go. Okay, and then to send this as a response.send, and our target is that thing. That's why it's changing all the content there. We could now let's talk about what we're having. Okay, you can say AJAX post here. Now we can set AJAX target, and we say like this home page, and so I will give this div ID pop up. Yes, you are registered. You are registered. And the same way we use CSS selector, we have to use it. Now it's as ID. You can write this way, pop. Okay. Now save, and you can always check what was talking about HTMX documentation thing. In documentation, like there's something called AJAX target, which basically defines where does the content will be changed when the response is completed. So you can see trigger modifiers, AJAX targets. That is the thing I was talking about. The AJAX target defines the area where the code will be changed in that place. Request indicators, targets. Okay, so we want to response to be loaded on different element other than what made the request. You can use AJAX target. So let's now go back to our page code. Okay, now I want to send. I will just go here and just say max pin. I say max pin @gmail.com 123 submit. Okay, see something happened that that div is gone. Okay, I should do this thing, Control X, and I should give it as a response. Say you are registered successfully. Save. I'm gonna create a new validation type thing by just saying required was like at least required, and we need requiring password, and this also, and this also. Okay, then now let's go to client side form validation. Minimum length, we have required minimum length, min type, pattern, validation. So the thing that we want to check that password should be equals to confirm password, then the insert thing had to happen. That can be also managed from the backend. So if we say if request dot body dot password equals to request dot body dot confirm password, then and only we're going to insert the data into the and send that you are registered successfully. Else we'll say response dot send makes your confirm password is equal to password password. Okay, this way let me check for sign.html, and we have placeholder of this thing, name of confirm password. So we're needing this name in here. That it works. Okay, now I save and I'm gonna go to sign up page. First we need to provide max Luke, say email to max @gmail.com. Let's give password 1 2 3 4. Was the wrong one. Make sure your confirm password equals to password. I click on 1 2 3 and submit. You are registered successfully. This is good. Now let's just move to, okay, we are able to set the logic of password and confirm password. Now we need to have some basic way to navigate to the home page. So to navigate to the home page, let's just check, is there any way you can navigate using this thing? With navigation using HTMX, effortless page routing. So we implemented the logic of matching the password to the confirmed password in the server side only. So if the password and confirmed password are equal, then and only we're gonna run the query to the database. So our query to the database also has this thing called parse.inmatch.random in 200 plus 1. It's basically a way to generate unique numbers. This not mean sometimes may generate duplicate. For that we have to come from better understanding, but let's just move forward. So after the user signups, after the user register or sign up, user must be sent to the home page. So this can be done using something called HTMX events. So in the HTMX events, you'll go and see there are multiple things like after process mode, after request, and after there are a lot of different events you can see. Check on the documentation. So after request does that, an event is triggered after an AJAX request has finished, either in the case of successful request or in a network error situation. This can also be paired with before request. So I have did this similar thing. I created a script tag in the HTML and I added an event. I'm using JavaScript here. Just document.add event listener HTMX hour after request. A function will be triggered. We basically gonna do that with the element pop up. Listen to this element pop up, and it will, after the request from the form, it will send the client to the home HTML. So suppose if I had the confirm password to be something wrong, it will basically, okay, first I need to require to send something gmail.com, something different. It will say make sure, but it's just jumping to this. So for that we have to look into something like this. If event dot detail dot and dot, there are a lot of things you can see, check on, so that can be find out here. Detail dot xhr target successful. So the right way to handle this problem is was that you have to check for this detail.xhr.status. It basically returns the status code, the HTTP status codes. You can go on internet and check HTTP status codes. Status codes. You see there are some successful responses, redirection message, client error message, and server error message. So you see there are some messages like okay, request succeeded, new system, typically the different types of no content, reset content, then send the request, reset content, partial content, multi-status, I am using multiple choices, mode. So there are multiple of their things. Client error, charge so 400. So basically you have to, you can let me show you. What I basically did is that I have checked for the target.id of pop-up, that is our here, and that is also here. Okay, check target pop-up and div pop-up. So whenever we are looking for that thing, whenever response cycle will complete and we have the status of 200, we basically move to this home.html file. That basically means that from index.js we are sending 200 when the successful registration of the user happens, and if it happens we'll move to this file. If it does not happens, we'll not move to any file. So you can see that is working. And I put any Gmail abc@gmail.com and I put wrong password. I only have the error and not have any redirection to the page. If I have the correct password, okay, let me 1 2 3. Okay, what's happening now? Is my server off or what? Okay, primary key, so that will resolve. You need better solution to this random IDs, better solution than random unique. I think so it's possible using SQL, that SQL thing. But if you click now, you can see that I am able to get in the home page. But if I have wrong password, confirm password, I will not be able to. So we are able to do sign up. Now let's just go for login. So after if someone is already registered, why will you sign up? You'll go to login page. So for that we can just enter here a tag for symbol a tag and say already registered user, then go for client, say client home sign index.html. So basically our index.html contains the code for that login page. Okay, let's put the logic of the login page. For the login page, first we need to go to index.html. So we have an endpoint for this get. So let's just set it for the login. In the login we don't put any data, we just check. So we'll just query that whether this user, this name and password does exist. Select select star from auth users where username is equals to this question mark, username equals to and password equals to question mark, and after that just put this comma and pass on the username and password. So as this is also a form summation, we are having something in the console.log. Let me show you request.body. Okay, in this one it returns something that we can store in rows and fields. Okay, for now let's just save it and go to our index.html, and here in the form we'll say AJAX get and we'll say our endpoint would be login. Okay, capital, save. Now whenever I click on login, a request would be generated or either an error. So let's just see what is the error. Response status error code 404 login. Response status code 404 login. So you can see on index.js what is this error. Okay, first error is I have not closed the response request cycle. The response.send send you must always close the cycle of response request. So this way it is not working. Click on login, error 404 code error. Why? Log in, async await, full query, username. Okay, I'm not passed this value. For now, let's just comment it out and I can just send anything here. Like just send some HTML h1 I save crashed, white crashed. Okay, I've sent it as string because this function's parameters are string. So when I click on login, response status error code 404 login. Why? Let's just check why it is 404 code. Not found. The server cannot find the request resources. Okay, it doesn't find the request resources. That is log in, get request. Okay, I am doing a mistake. Again, that HX get I have to put the URL thing, or that endpoint directly. Sorry for that thing, but this is the way we will gonna learn. Login. So now save. Now if we just click on login, you see something we are receiving from the server side. So this is okay. Now you're able to generate the request. So we don't only want to generate. You can see also that in the have something requested what is empty here. Why does it is empty? So for that we have to basically find that error. The error basically was that when we use get request, we have to pass data using URL. So it does not have any request or body thing. But for our easier purpose, let's just use app.post here, and we can change it there also. Post. Okay. Now we do app.post login in both the place, and it should now work. Like you can see that I also taken the help from the AI to make me understand. So you can see that we are having username password now. So using this thing, I can just run out this and hits here. So request dot body dot username, request dot body dot username, body dot username, and then request dot password. So now we are running this thing, this query. So now let's just try to see what does rows and field have. Console log rows and then console log fields. Console log fields. Okay. Now when we log in, we have this thing. That you can see there are so many entries that I have put while testing and developing in the name of abc@gmail.com. So as you already see that thing. So now we have rows as the way. So let's just remove the field one because I'm not interested in fields, and we have to implement the logic to user to get to the home page. So the similar way we did in the post request, we will do in the same here. So I will be saying sending that response to the You are successfully logged in, successfully verified. Okay, now you are successfully verified. Status code. Now if you can say, if you can print rows.length, print great efforts. What? Login verified. You can see we also have the length. If we have more than one, that basically means that we have one entry regarding that thing. So we can just say if rows.length is greater than 0, we can send the status code of verified. Else we'll send a different status code. Else response.status 404, and check your details. Check your details. Check your details. So now we have set up our code, but we also have to set up this thing in the index.html like we did in sign.html. For that, let's just copy the script code. It's not visible to you. Let's copy this code. I'll copy this code and put it there. So you can see that we have that same script tag here. So that script tag need to be placed in that index.html file. So let's copy it and just paste here. Maybe I think so. After this script tag, and after saving this, there's something we need to change. First, we have pop-up that good thing here. I think it should work. So when you successful login, go to home page. It goes to home page. Nice. And because we have ABC and I want to say the password, so it's working. So like now, if I change the password, you can see that not able to log in. But that need to be shown to the user now. So to be shown to the user, let's go to index.html file, and we don't have send responder send check your details, but it's not being displayed. Let's just use 201 rather than 404. Or you can let's check to have some better database status codes. I'm just trying to show you. You can see you can see check your details have come here. So you can also make it look different color based on the status codes. Like there are a lot of different possibilities to do it. For better, we can just do a better CSS of this. You can go to signup.html and pop and say style color is equals to red for now. The user knows this eye catches style color red. Okay, now it's if successfully verified. Nice. Now if you go to click on new user sign up here, you go to sign up and you can sign up here also. But we are not doing username checking up, that if the same user same email are there we don't take it into the database. So that can be also implemented using the HTMX and all other possibilities. So if you click submit, you can see that it's like entering some Gmail on. Then you need to insert some password, but like we say 1 2 3 4 5, and then also check password 1 2 3 4. Now click on confirm password. So you can see it's already working. So thank you for watching this video till now, and this time I'll try to set the code into the GitHub file so that you will be able to access it. So thank you.